because I don't see you liking posts. You comment sometimes, but we don't really like them. So
I'm sorry. I will like them.
Okay,
Next time I'll click like, yeah.
Good.
Because I always found that the comment seems to give more value for Facebook. Or next time I'll do both, yeah? What is up, everybody? Welcome to the Eddy Live Show, episode number 166. And we have a returning guest. We have teen sensational author Hermione Lee. How are you?
Thank you. I'm honored to be here again. I'm one of the few recurring guests, I think.
Yes, for sure. Yeah. And
thank you.
I mean, we had you about a year ago,
yes,
right?
I chose this date on purpose because I knew that last year actually it was the 30th of November last year. That's tomorrow.
Is that when it was?
Tomorrow, yeah.
Okay. Amazing. So, I mean, when I was going through to find pictures about you and about what you've done over the last year, my gosh, it's a lot. Yeah, there's so many books, right? You've done
a lot.
You just traveled to the States, right?
Yes,
You've
I
done
did.
so many different things since we stopped the last one.
Yeah.
And now we get to talk about it, which is awesome.
Yay.
And we got some food, we got some spicy stuff, we got some drinks, and it's just mellow, just chilling, right? And
Yes.
so if you want to lean back, just grab it and just do
Sure.
whatever you got to do, okay? Because I want to make sure that everybody gets the audio,
Sure.
Beautiful. Okay. So how are you doing today? You're just coming in from Shinju?
Yes, I had a class at National Jiao Tong University. It was a American Gothic fiction class, and I left class 30 minutes earlier than I was supposed to.
Ooh.
And I traveled for 3 hours, got stuck in the freaking traffic jam.
Oh my gosh. Okay. So you were on
It
bus?
was not fun.
Or
Yes, bus.
Okay. Wow. Well, I appreciate you coming. Do you come back so you're in school in Shinju, right? Or how does that work? Or you go out there for school or what?
I kind of audit a class at a Jiao Tong University.
Okay.
So that's why I'm there.
Okay.
I was there, yeah.
Okay, beautiful. Well, I'm really happy to have you here again. And maybe some people didn't see the last interview. So maybe
Yes.
before we dive in, you can introduce yourself just really quick. Yeah.
So, hi there, everyone watching. I'm Hermione Lee, and I'm a Taiwanese author. I write books in English. I've written 15 books as of November 2022, which is this month. And I think Eddy here knows my first book, In the Name of the Other World, very well, because our interview last year was based on that, was mainly featuring that book. I've written a couple, like I said, 15 books, and I have about 8 published. Actually, I have a release next Tuesday. That's pretty cool.
Okay.
Yes.
So
I think that's about it, yeah.
when I was going through looking at the pictures, I know you had the one from last year, and then I just kept finding more and more, and I was like, how many is there? So the answer is 15. So you wrote 10 books? No, 14. There's my math. 14 books in a year? 15.
No,
So how does that work?
I only wrote, this year I plan to have a program, a goal, let's say writing sprint kind of thing. It's called A Book a Month, the Writing Relay Race. And it's pretty self-explanatory because a book a month means I write a book a month, and that's about it.
Okay.
So I've written, 10 books this year. I'm trying to get the 11th one done. It's not easy. I'm halfway through the thing, though, so that's a good sign.
So for you, where do you find the time to make a book, make a new book?
Well, I'm a homeschooled high school student, and that's why I audit classes, I think. Have I mentioned that? I don't think.
Sure. No, that's okay.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, keep going.
Sometimes I take classes in the afternoon, and I'll try to find some time to write in the morning in Starbucks. Yeah, I like writing at Starbucks a lot.
Starbucks, okay.
Yes.
What's your favorite drink at Starbucks?
Latte, warm latte.
All right,
You
cool.
can't go wrong with that.
Are you VIP there? If you're going there all the time? Yeah?
Yeah, I go there all the time.
Okay, beautiful. So, before we start this, I want to ask you, when you decide you want to create a book, what is the inspiration for a book? What's the process? Yeah.
Sorry, you can find inspiration everywhere. Let's see.
You can maybe, okay, but tell me about it. Yeah.
Okay, so I'd like to introduce one of my books here.
Sure, please do.
This one. Am I holding it correctly?
Yeah, you're good. You're good.
It's called Where the Magic Lies.
Where the Magic Lies.
This book, it's about a girl called Amethyst, and her mom finds a hollow log in the woods, and she brings it home, thinks it's good for her garden, and a group of fairies confront them, and they say that the log belonged to their fairy king, and she has to return the log and atone for her sins by letting her daughter Amethyst, the protagonist, marry their fairy prince. And as for this book, you might be wondering where the heck I got the inspiration. The answer is my mom got a hollowed log. She brought a hollowed log home last year in July. It was lying by the roadside, and it looked really weird. I thought it would be very fun if I made it a story.
Okay.
So that's basically what inspired this book.
It's pretty amazing. Wow. Can I have a look? Yeah.
Yes, please. This
So
is the
cool.
one that won the award that I traveled to the U.S. to.
I know. I can't wait to hear
Yes.
about your trip. Yeah.
Thank you.
Got lots of questions about this. So, and your dad was telling me that you're designing the covers now.
Yes, I do.
So, I mean, tell me a little bit about what caused you to decide I want to design my own covers.
For a good many reasons, mostly because I am very, I have a lot of ideas, opinions
Sure.
when it comes
You
to
should.
designing covers, like what should be done, what should not be done. I do not like it when people put pictures of real people on the covers. I know I'm going to offend a lot of authors here.
No. Do your thing.
Yeah, because a lot of people do that, but I don't. I think the reason I would not choose to put any pictures of people or illustrations, for the matter, is a book is a book and not a movie. And we shouldn't deprive the readers the room to imagine what the characters look like. For example, you could ask 100 people who've read In the Name of the Other World to draw a picture of Alexandria, the protagonist, and they would come up with 100 different versions of her. And I think that's a very interesting thing, very nice thing.
Okay.
So I do not think that we should deprive, like I said, the readers the room to imagine what the characters look like.
Oh, so you think that if you put a picture, then that's kind of going to like change the opinion. Like the reader's going to be like, oh, this is the person in the book, in the story. So you would rather have them create their own image of the person in the story, like the protagonist.
Yes.
Right?
It's not a movie after all.
Okay. Well, geez, I have so many questions for you, but let's
Sure.
before we do that, I know that you had a long trip, and we'll have a little snack. I know you're gonna have dinner with your dad later, but yeah. So
Sure.
these are vegan cauliflower wings.
Yay.
So I know that you are vegan, so we prepared that, and we'll start from this side. So this is just the basic, like original. You
Okay.
wait, the salt and pepper. So we'll have one each, and then we'll just keep rolling. Yeah.
Okay, we're
Oh my gosh. Oh shoot, Rita. 叉子可以给我2个叉子 Yeah. 谢谢 Forks. Yeah. Sorry, I always eat with my hands,
Oh,
and
it's okay.
I forget that people don't. So my bad. Here are the
It's
forks.
okay.
Yeah.
Yay.
Yeah. Grab your fork. Yeah. So I'm just gonna use my hand. Yeah.
Last year, I accidentally picked up the fork with my left hand. Sorry, with my right hand, and used the knife for my left hand.
Okay.
I won't make that stupid mistake
No,
again.
do whatever. Hey, all it is just us chatting, so it's all good. Yeah, that's yours. Jump in on that. Yeah. Good. I think the audio is pretty good.
Okay.
Right? Yeah, so we'll jump in on that. Yeah, so you just came back from the States, right? I'm going to pull up a picture here. There we go. Boom. Right?
Yes, it
so
is
you went
my
to the
picture.
U.S. to receive an award,
Yes.
right? Which is, the award is called the Moonbeam Award, or that was the event, or maybe you could describe your, like what brought you there. What's the award about?
Okay, it's called the Moonbeam Children's Book Award, and
Okay.
it's an award for children's books, young adult novels, and all that. And I was lucky enough to win the gold medal for Where the Magic Lies in the young adult fiction category. Something worth mentioning is that, do you know Bridget Terabithia?
I don't. I'm not
Okay,
sorry. I'm
it's a
sorry.
novel. It's okay.
Okay.
It's a very famous novel by Catherine Patterson, who won the Newbery Award once. Sorry, the
Okay.
Newbery Medal once.
Okay.
For her book, and she also won this award in 2020.
Okay.
Yes.
Wow. Very cool. Okay.
She's
So,
one of my favorite authors, so that's very cool.
so you're kind of following on that path, it seems, right?
Kind of. I mean, everyone wants to follow that path. I think if you're an author,
Yeah.
if you're serious about your work, your books.
And so now that you are creating books, like a book every month, right?
Yes.
So how does that get published? I mean, does the publisher say like, "Hey, slow down, you're too fast for us"? Like how does that work? Like what's the process of, okay, I've got my book from getting it from there to here, what's the process?
Well, actually, I self-publish a lot.
Okay.
These 3 are self-published.
Okay.
I also sent some of the books to my publisher, so now basically I have 2 routes. Yes.
So what's the difference between like outside publish or self-publish? Is there a different process?
Definitely. When I self-publish, I use Amazon's Kindle Direct Publishing, which means technically anyone can publish your book there.
Okay.
So I try to submit for some awards, like the one I just mentioned, to prove that my book has quality and I'm not just writing anything trashy.
Yeah, sure, of course. Nobody thinks that. I mean, yeah.
I hope
yeah.
so.
No, yeah.
Okay, so with self-publishing, you get a lot of freedom. You can design your own covers, take the credit for that, but you have to format your own book, format your cover to fit Amazon standards. I have a friend who helps me with the formatting covers, so thanks to him. His name is Amadeus Rockefeller. He's also an author. He's in Kaohsiung.
Oh, wow.
Yes. So if he sees this, I want to say thank you, Rocky. That's his nickname.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay. Shout out to Amadeus Rockefeller in Kaohsiung.
Yeah, sure.
Appreciate it, yeah. So, tell me about the trip. Like, I want to hear about, it's not the first time you've been to the States, right?
It is my first time.
It is the first time.
Yeah.
So you are able to write 15 amazing English books.
Thank
You're
you.
born and raised here.
Yes.
And you just made a trip to the States
Yes.
to accept an award for that's pretty crazy because you've never been. So tell me about your experience in the States.
Okay, everything was really big. The lands were big. The houses were big. The house is very pretty. It makes the houses here look, dingy.
Of course, yeah. I mean, that's
Yeah.
same as Canada. The houses are big, and we come here, it's very
Very.
small. Yeah. Okay.
And I like the highways a lot. There are those colorful billboards along the roadsides. I like reading them.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
Yeah. And it snowed, actually. We went to Michigan.
Oh, beautiful.
Actually, we landed in Chicago, Illinois, and we drove all the way to Traverse City in Michigan. And it snowed there. Yeah, it was very cool. My first time to see
First
snow.
time. Okay. First time to see snow, and you have fans in the States. I was chatting with your dad about that, right? So tell me a bit about that experience
Well,
in Traverse, right?
okay.
Yeah.
In Traverse, there was this book festival event in the morning
Yep.
on November 12th. Yeah. We medalists, which means we winners, can sell our books and exhibit our books at that festival. It's held in the Traverse City Opera House.
Okay.
And a lot of people bought books. And
Amazing.
they're really nice.
Yeah.
I don't know any of them, so I wouldn't call them my fans yet.
Okay, okay.
But I do like talking to them a lot, interacting with them.
Okay.
They were nice.
So how would somebody in the USA find your books?
On Amazon.
Okay.
Those self-published books are also on Amazon, but I don't think the self-published books are on 博客来 Books for Taiwan or
Okay.
on Barnes & Noble. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Very cool. Very cool. So you have a friend called Candace, right? That you got to
Yes.
meet for the first time, I think, in US,
Yes.
right? So take a sip of the horchata and tell me a little bit about that. I mean, who is Candace and why is she so important to you?
Okay, Candace is my friend, a friend I met from Writers of the Future. And have I told you this before about Writers of the Future?
A little bit, but some
Okay.
people maybe haven't. Tell me again. Yeah.
It's a global writing contest for fantasy and science fiction short stories. And she and I were both contestants.
Okay.
She writes
So
large,
she's
mainly science
your
fiction.
age too? Like
No, she's.
okay.
I
have no
shouldn't
idea.
say-
No, you
your
don't have
dad's
to say.
generation.
Okay, she's
Yes.
older. Okay.
Yes.
Good.
I like making friends who are much older than me, my dad's generation.
Okay, I'm curious about that. I mean,
I've always been
Why?
that kind of weird person.
okay. No, I don't think it's weird at all. I'm just curious. It's
Thank
just weird.
you.
So tell me about meeting. She was almost like a pen pal kind of in the beginning, right? Because you
Yes.
never really seen her, and you just kind of were chatting and maybe FaceTiming, right?
I have a lot of friends that are like that. Like you said, pen pals.
Yeah, that's an old word, but yeah, I know.
It's a
Yeah.
pretty term.
Okay.
Yes, she was really nice. She actually helped me edit, let's say, better read my books.
Okay.
I would call her my editor
Okay.
Although she did not take credit for the editing, so I just put my name on the editor.
Gotcha. Yeah.
She's really nice because she never asks for anything in return. When I asked her to better read my book, she better read all 3 of these.
Okay.
Yes.
So you met her through the competition that you just said, yeah?
Yes. I also met a lot of other authors. They're short story writers, I would say. One of them helped me a lot too. His name is Wolf Moon. And actually there, I would say 20, 30 different author friends I would love to credit.
Yeah, well, sure. Wolf Moon, okay. That's another author, short story writer.
Yeah, he was a winner in the contest, a past winner, and he
Awesome.
helped a lot of other authors. He helped a lot of other authors win.
Okay.
And he has this group called the Wolf Pack.
Oh, nice
and
name.
Candice,
Good name.
Thank you. Candice is also one of the members.
Okay.
It's also worth mentioning that I submitted for Writers of the Future for 6 times, and I failed, got rejected. But on the 7th time, I finally got an honorable mention. There are like thousands of contestants around the world. Every quarter is a quarterly contest, you see.
Okay.
And I lost for 6 quarters, but placed on a 7th.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
all thanks to them.
Okay. So the process for entering a contest like that would be, what's the process for entering that kind of a contest?
You write a short story. It has to be under 17,000 words, and you need an account. And it's really quick to sign up. Just provide your email, password, where you live, because they have to mail a certificate to your house.
Okay.
And you submit your manuscript, you upload it, and you wait for results.
Okay.
It's a very prestigious contest because, like I said, they attract thousands of contestants around the world.
Around the world, okay. And it's in the U.S., right?
It's in the U.S. And the judges, I think the coordinating judge is Jody Lynn Nye right now.
Okay.
And she is a New York Times bestselling author.
That's amazing. You know what's funny? Yes. I remember last year, 1 year ago when I interviewed you, you had almost like a British accent. And now it's like fully American accent. So your accent changed. It's it's cool. Yeah,
I can change accents at will.
Yeah.
This morning I was still in British mode.
Okay. No, it just is like, I remember that. So when I hear you speak again, I'm like, oh, your accent is not the same. So pretty cool.
There was a role play in one of my classes in October, and I had to do a Scottish accent. I played Professor McGonagall from the Harry Potter series. That was my character, and I had to put on a Scottish accent and did not know how the heck to do that.
That's a tough one. That's a tough one.
Yeah,
okay.
but I do like that accent.
All right. Very cool. Very cool. Excellent. So you were in Traverse, right?
Yes.
And you did some stuff in St. Louis, right?
Oh, no.
Not St. Louis. No? Okay.
No, Candice is from there, though, but she was very nice. She and her husband drove up to visit us in Chicago.
Okay. Gotcha. Okay. Cool. So first trip to the U.S., obviously when you go to a new country, one of the first things is food, because you have to eat.
Yes.
So you are, I don't know if it's a lifeline, but a long-term vegan, right? Mm-hmm. And going to the U.S., how was that experience?
I would say it was a really eye-opening experience.
Okay.
Because it's like being to a completely new, different world.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know anything. I mean, I did not know anything like, local knowledge about the U.S. But it's really strange because I've known so many people from the U.S.
Sure.
And I read a lot of books written by American authors, but I've never really been there. And I like American food a lot, by the way.
Okay, yeah.
Mexican food too.
Tell me something about the food. Some stuff you remember, like maybe you land there and maybe your first meal or one of the meals that's like, boom, this is what sticks out.
Let me think for a little bit.
Okay, no problem. Okay. No. If there isn't one, that's okay. I'm just curious about, because usually, I'm a pretty big food guy. So when I travel, the first thing I think of is what am I going to eat? So I'm like, if I'm going to go to Italy, I'm like, I got to try these dishes. If I go to maybe U.S., I'll be like, I got to try some, maybe like an In-N-Out burger, or I got to try some like Texas barbecue, or like I will always have a list of foods that I want to try from a country. So I'm just curious if you had something that you found like, whoa, this is yummy.
I would say the two most memorable meals were the ones I had on the 5th and 6th day. I think, yeah, 5th and 6th day. The 5th one I had was at a Vietnamese restaurant.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And the last meal, I would say, although I'm a vegetarian, because I was going to the U.S., I decided to
try
have some
something.
steak.
Okay,
yes.
okay.
And that was pretty good, too.
Yeah, so you tried the steak. What'd you think of steak? Yeah, I mean, obviously
I
it's
had
American.
it well done.
Okay.
So,
Oh, okay.
It wasn't too juicy, but
It was pretty chewy because you had it well done.
Yes.
Right? Ah, that
it was
makes
still pretty
sense.
good. I liked it
Still pretty good.
and the potatoes.
Potatoes. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. Well, that's good stuff. Yeah. I mean, I love steak, but definitely, if you have it kind of like ufen so, like kind of like medium-ish, it's the best because it's still like juicy. If it's well done, it's gonna be like super chewy, right? Yeah. It's so cool. Yeah. Very cool.
The soup was really cheesy too.
Okay. How about the portion size? Like when I go back to Canada, I'm just amazed at how massive the portions are.
Yeah.
For the food. What about the States?
I would say it was, and the size was okay.
was
Like
okay?
I could eat it all.
You could eat it. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Beautiful. Let's grab the next one. You could just take.
Oh.
You don't have to rush it.
I haven't finished this
Okay,
one
that's
yet.
fine. That's fine. That's no
Okay.
problem. Yeah. So very cool. A little bit about Travers, right? So one of the people that bought your book is the mayor, right? So you, I heard
cool,
from your
yes.
dad that you insisted that you wanted to take pictures with everyone that bought books, right? So maybe you can tell me about that, like that experience, maybe like signing for fans and having books with, pictures with.
It was very unique.
Okay.
A lot of my friends had book signings at different bookstores, but I didn't do that.
Okay.
Because obviously, and sadly, my books really don't have a market here. So that was the first thing I had that was the most similar to a book signing.
Okay. I'm curious. You say that there's no market for your books here. I mean, I really think that because here everybody wants to learn English, right? And everybody always, like when way back in the day, I used to teach English, right? And I have friends that still teach English, and they're always looking for good books. They're always looking for books that kids can read. Like my daughter loves your book.
Oh, thank you. Thank her.
Yeah, and I think that, like, do you have like what kind of marketing? Like, is there some kind of marketing that you're doing for Taiwan, or you just think I'm just gonna do like Western marketing, or what about marketing for your books? I'm
I
curious.
hate to say this, but I gave up on marketing ages ago.
Okay. Well, tell me about it. What? I mean, you can't give up. You're like 18, 17.
I gave up marketing, but it does not mean I won't start again.
Okay.
Right now, I'm just focusing on producing stuff, being
Okay.
productive. Hence, all these books.
Hence, one book a
Yeah.
month, and this one's like they're pretty thick. Like these are.
Oh, it's because the way I format. Then you can
Okay,
open
but-
it. Tell me if you think it's.
No, but it looks great. I mean,
Thank
I think
you.
it's like I'm such a bad reader. It will take me a while,
Oh, it's
so
okay.
I'll go through those. Yeah.
Thanks. Yes, for the marketing thing, I think my main goal is to make a living out of writing.
Of course.
Yes.
Yeah. Of course.
But of course, if we want to do that, we need to get into a big publisher for sure. And big publishers require agents. You need to get an agent to represent you and your book.
Okay.
And then you can submit to the publishers. So that's
Okay.
the process. And I have a lot of friends who can tell you horror stories about getting rejected
Sure.
by agents, one rejection after another. I've tried to pitch my 6th novel, The First Buds of Spring, to some agents. Rejection. And worse, sometimes they don't even send you rejection letters.
Oh, really?
They send you, if they don't decide to consider your book anymore, they just ignore you because they have too many submissions.
Okay.
It's a market everyone wants to go into.
Okay. But I mean, I think that someone like you're young and you're actually very unique, right? So I think that if you went back in to do more marketing, you could actually, I mean, I do business, so this is what I think. I don't know anything about books, right? But you could kind of almost skip the middle man, and if you were just out there, you could I don't know if you like doing videos, but like short little clips of this and that, and you could start developing like some kind of a fan base, like video fan base, and people buying your books. I think that the more your face is everywhere, then I think then the more marketing, whatever publications would notice you if you're everywhere. That's what I think. Yeah. I mean, what do you think about that?
Okay, but getting everywhere is difficult for starters.
You got time. You're like 18. You got time. Yeah.
Yeah. And you said about getting your face out of there. Actually, promoting and getting people to buy your books are two different things. I promote every time. I said before I had a release next Tuesday called Once Upon Enchantress, and I posted one post after another, and I haven't sold a copy on Amazon yet.
So there are
two different things, and people don't really read books recently. They are more interested in the news because there's the FIFA World Cup, and now there's the election. The election.
Sure. The election's really big here, right?
Yeah. Elections and soccer games are more important than my books in a lot of people's opinions.
Well, I mean, well, you don't. It's a different thing, right? But yeah, definitely, I noticed that. Yeah, for us, we'll show the games, right? And people love it. People. Yeah. I mean, it's every 4 years, right? So, I mean, you don't have to compete with that. But I think that slowly, you could do little clips of your self-talk, just like really small clips. I don't know, that's what I think. But then people start to see your face everywhere. Like, for example, I have a restaurant, right? And I've been doing the podcast for a little while, and for like maybe the first 2 years nobody noticed or cared, and then slowly people are kind of like, oh, I saw this, oh, I saw that podcast, oh, I saw Hermione on a podcast, oh, I saw this, and I saw this person, and it's like, it's cool because people are like, oh, I saw last week's podcast. Oh, who's next week? So, I mean, it's like a long game, I think, right? I mean, nobody will put one video and then become like the Kardashians or something like all of a sudden, right? So it's of course like, it's like chipping away. It's like a book, right? You're chipping away at what do you chip away at? I don't even know, an iceberg? Yeah.
I would still say that promoting is a lot more harder than writing.
Sure, for sure.
Yeah. I would say that owning a restaurant is not really the same as getting a book marketed, because people get hungry like 3 times a day. And if they see your ad more often, they'll think, oh yeah, there is a Mexican restaurant called Eddy's Cantina, and let's go there today. But food is a necessity, but books are not a necessity. For a lot of people, they prefer video games. And why did I mention the World Cup and the election? Because those things are exciting, they're thrilling, they provide you immediate gratification.
Okay.
But books do not. Books are a long and slow build, and you have to be very patient, see what happens at the end. And people prefer more exciting and thrilling things. Long story short.
Okay, so we were talking about movies, right? Earlier you were saying books are not movies, right? Books are not, I know. Books are not movies. What if somebody came, said, love your books, I want to make movies out of them? What would be your reply?
Okay, so what kind of producer are they?
Oh, I have no idea. Just somebody who wanted to take it and put it, I don't know, in Hollywood or something. I have no idea.
Well, Hollywood? Well, heck yeah. Like, who would not say yes?
Okay.
The problem is I have to be that famous, and the problem is I'm not that famous yet.
Like I said, like the more you do some, traveling around, like recently, I've done a lot of like collaborations with like different big YouTubers and stuff in Taiwan, and if you want, I can definitely introduce you to some if you're interested in kind of making, like, my channel is tiny compared to theirs. Their channels are massive. So if you're interested, I can introduce you to more people if you want to share your story more.
Your channel is growing, and I do appreciate that, because getting publicity is not easy, and I doubt how many of them would be interested in me, though, because I write books, and I don't think people are generally excited or interested about books nowadays. I mean, if you're not an author.
Okay.
Yeah?
How many Taiwanese teenagers do you know that have 15 books? They're 18 years old. They've never really left the island until like 2 weeks ago. And then they write like best-selling English novels?
Oh, speaking of best-selling, I have to
How many?
self-promote for a little bit. I have had 5 books on the Amazon bestsellers list, number 1.
Okay.
Oh, correction, 3 got number 1, and 5 hit the list.
So how many people do you know do that? Nobody.
No.
Nobody. So you think that it's not interesting. Everybody has that. Everybody thinks that about themselves, that it's not interesting. But when you're from the outside, if it wasn't, I definitely wouldn't have been like, oh my gosh, I saw this article. This is amazing. That's why I contacted you. And I actually wasn't sure if you would respond because it's weird for a man to contact like a 16-year-old girl or whatever, right?
Yeah, it's okay.
So, but yeah, I was I'll try it.
I like this program.
Yeah. So when you said, can I bring my dad? I was like, yes. Make sure you do bring your dad because it's a legit thing. I really want to help you promote the books. So very cool.
Thank you.
Yeah.
And
really.
wait, I was going to say something. What was it?
No problem. No problem. No problem. Like go through some more pictures.
I
Yeah. Should we go through?
You mentioned
Go ahead.
about publicity. I pitched my article to some, let's say, news media, and they didn't respond.
Okay.
That's why I think getting publicity is really difficult.
Everything. Okay. Everything about stuff like that is timing, right? Like right now, you're saying you're pitching
Timing,
everybody,
yes.
but it's like World Cup and elections and stuff. Of course, the big story is Japan beats Germany, right? Like that's a big story, right?
Yes.
But I mean, that doesn't mean like you shouldn't be every week being like an email or like a phone call or whatever. Be like, just do it until they're like, okay, let's put it up. That's what I think. You got to be, I don't know, persistent. And it's hard because you're young, so people don't take young people seriously.
Sadly, that's
right?
true.
Which is sad. Yeah, but somebody like you, I think if people knew, you should be like giving big speeches and university speeches and
I did.
TED Talks and stuff like that.
Oh,
And
okay.
you will be, but it's just people don't know. So I don't know. I think just keep pushing. I think don't give up. You're
Thank
amazing.
you.
Yeah.
I have done a speech in Wenzhou University.
I
in
heard
October.
about it.
Yes.
Yeah.
It was very fun. Although I think I shouldn't have paused that many times during my big speech.
Oh, come on. Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
You know what? Like what was it? Last Saturday. So there's a big entrepreneur, sort of foreign entrepreneur pitch, sort of like, Shark Tank. There's this TV show called Shark Tank where they have like 5, like super good entrepreneurs, and you pitch them your idea, and sometimes they want to buy it, sometimes they don't. And I always live stream it on my channel, right? And about a week before we were going to do it, they messaged me and they're like, hey, our host pulled out. Do you want to host? And I was like, yeah, of course I can host, no problem.
Wow.
And then they gave me like, this script that I need to remember. And I was like,
Wow.
oh no, because I'm so bad at memorizing things. And so, long story short, I did it. It was pretty good. I did pretty good, I think. But it was so stressful for me to, like, my first thing was like, oh, you got a strip? Okay, forget it. I'm not doing it. Because I'm like, I know my memory is really bad. But I was like, you know what? I always like, just do it. So I did it. And I almost blacked out for the beginning because I don't even remember. But yeah, it turned out pretty good. So I don't know. And I'm like in my 40s, right? So you got to keep pushing, man. You're 18, right? 18,
I
right? Or
know.
just turned 18,
My
right?
goal is to write 100 books in this lifetime, or maybe more.
100?
Yes.
That's like 2 years from now, you'll have 100. That's crazy. Yeah,
that's not very possible. I
Yeah.
actually have around 90 ideas. I keep them in my iPad. It's my iPad.
Oh my gosh.
My writing helper. Oh gosh. I think it got wet for some reason.
Oh, that's okay.
Urgh.
No
I don't
problem.
Like when this thing gets wet, it does not work
All right.
for me.
It doesn't work. All right.
No, I mean, it works. It's still working. Up and running. See? Yay.
There you go. Okay. Very cool.
This is the cover for my Where the Darkness Lies. That's a book I'm writing right now, and as you can see, it kind of looks like the first book.
Okay.
This is the sequel.
Is it part of a series?
First book.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. So, yeah, I don't know. I think you got to just keep going, and you're going to get rejected. everybody gets rejected. That's like one huge part of life is just getting rejected for everything. Like I've been rejected everywhere, like every turn. And then, you want to do your business or you want to do something. Everyone laughs at you. You want to do a podcast, everyone laughs at you. But you just keep going, and it's going to be good. It's going to be good. I'm a big fan anyways, so yeah.
Thanks so much.
Do you want to go through some pictures or do you want to keep eating? What do you want to do?
Go through some pictures
All right,
while
let's
I'm
do it.
eating so nobody will see me.
So no one will
eating
see
in
you.
an
Okay.
ugly way.
So let's get the first one in here.
Yeah,
Bam. So I got a
Oh
couple
my
of
gosh,
I know it's a
can't
long you look
believe
you look
find
like
it.
super
You found that.
You're super you look a lot younger, but you look very concentrated and it looks like it's like inspiring. You look very inspired. So what is
Yes.
inspiring you here?
I
maybe?
believe that's the picture I posted last August at my grandma's house. That's my grandma's house.
Okay.
My grandma, she's an awesome lady. I think she's the best lady in the world.
Awesome. Shout out to grandma.
Yeah, shout out to grandma. Her house is like a writer's heaven because she's so nice. She lets me have all the cakes and sodas I want.
Okay. That's what grandmas are supposed to do. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
I believe I was writing War of the Chaotic Worlds right then.
Okay.
But it's the third book of the Otherworld trilogy, which I unfortunately didn't bring today
No
because
problem.
there's too many books, and these three were smaller. That's why
I
chose
got
them.
pictures of everything, so don't worry.
Awesome.
Don't worry. We're good.
Yeah.
All right. Very cool. All right.
And yes, I was
Actually,
working
you
on that
look
book.
like, if I look at you, you look probably like 15 there. Like it looks like, yeah, it looks like a long time ago.
Thanks.
But okay,
My
cool.
uncle took those pictures, so shout out to him. His name is Brian.
Yeah. Okay.
And I thanked him in every acknowledgement I have written.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Very cool. Okay, let's keep going. Talking about the trilogy, right? You were talking about.
Yeah, that is it. The thing that did not show on the screen is that Chaotic Worlds was split into two books, and that one only
Okay.
shows the book 1 and 2 and 3, the first part of the third book, and it doesn't show the War of the Chaotic Worlds 2.
So why did you split the final into two books?
I did not split it. My publisher split it.
Oh,
I think I brought this up in the last interview.
you did tell me that actually. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. All right,
And
cool.
She was really nice. Our publisher, Karen, she let me put my name on the cover designer acknowledgement section. So it was like Karen Fuller and Hermione Lee. So that was very nice of her. But
Awesome.
of course, I provided ideas and pictures. So
Of course, yeah. Boom. I know we did that last
Oh.
time, but tell me about it again.
You put this picture up there last year.
I know, but some
the
people
lady there is
didn't, yeah.
Kat. She's an editor of 空中美语 AMC, I think. She was nice enough to interview me, and then the article of our interview appeared in the May 2022 issue of 空中美语 AMC.
Okay.
Yes,
And was that in English or in Chinese?
English.
Okay. What about like an ICRT or something like that? Have you done an ICRT interview?
I don't think they accept pitches. Like, you can't really tell them, hey, I want you to interview me.
Oh well, I know some of
Yeah.
the people there, so
Really?
definitely, yeah. I'll definitely
Wow.
introduce you.
Connections. Thank
Well,
you.
I've been here for a long time, yeah, almost as long as you.
Oh, the guy over there is a teacher from Pacific American School in Hsinchu.
Okay.
And he was really nice. He had his entire class, his reading class, read my book for their reading assignment.
Okay, beautiful,
Yes.
yeah. And
And
how long ago was this?
This was in March
Okay.
2022, a couple months ago.
Okay, and how did they like it? How old were the kids?
14, 15, something
Okay.
like Alexandra's age.
Okay, and how was that? How did they
It
do?
was very fun. I had a meet and greet with them when they finished the books.
It's so cool. How did that feel?
It
Awesome.
was very fun because I got to talk to my fans for the first time,
Yeah.
face to face.
So cool. Love it. What do we got here? Boom. That's a funny one I got off your page. Tell me
I
about
made
that.
that meme.
I know.
That's getting my manuscript back from my editor. What is this?
Tell me about that. How does that make you? Why did you
Discovery.
make that? How does that make you feel?
Because it's very true.
Mm-hmm.
It's something that happens to every author. I think we go over a manuscript many, many times, and we're like, what? There are errors in it. I thought it was clean and polished. And you're telling me there are mistakes? That
Okay.
kind of feeling.
And it's crazy,
I think
right?
if you're a writer, you'll relate to that.
Yeah, for sure. I thought I was pretty sure that you made it.
Yes,
But
I
yeah,
did.
okay, perfect. Yeah, good. All right, we got a couple more. Blam. That's all
Yay.
4, right?
Yes.
So the dates in the bottom are release dates, or?
The 2018 August 13th to 2019 February 3rd. That's the start and finish date.
Okay.
And the publication date is the final roll, like you said.
Very cool. Very cool.
Thanks.
Okay. And this was the first series,
The
right?
first series.
Yeah, yeah. And are you happy with it, or do you go back and be like, oh, I should have changed this and that?
Always.
Always, yeah. That's funny. That's crazy. That's crazy. I love it. What about this?
Oh, that's in the word my book In the Name of the Other World got.
Yeah.
It says nominee there, but I got first place in the end.
Okay.
So I want to thank Paranormal Romance Guild if they ever watch this video.
Yeah. Well, you share it and they'll see it for sure. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, it's
That's
easy.
awesome. It does say nominee, but I couldn't find the actual.
Aw.
You got to post
Did I post that?
I didn't see
How could
it.
I have done that?
I don't know.
Let me
Yeah.
see.
Unless
I'll find
I
it.
missed it. Like
I'll
I
find it
was
in the Jiffy.
I was kind of like scouring. Like that's what I do. I try to scour and find some
alright.
pictures. Yeah.
I'll just draw it from my pictures section.
Yeah. Oh, you're good.
I do keep a file for the awards I received.
Oh, really? Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
That's all good.
It
That's no
should be
problem.
here.
I'll put a link
Yay.
to it.
I found it.
Oh shoot! I didn't even see that. No, I definitely would have grabbed that. Okay.
Well,
Okay.
can the audience see clearly? I hope they
I
do.
think they can. They
Yay.
can. Hold on. One more
That's
time.
Oh,
Yeah,
alright.
there you go. Okay. Oh, so you got it. First place. Boom. Okay. Awesome.
It's a
that.
voting kind of thing, so I'm lucky to have readers who vote for my book.
Beautiful. Okay. Excellent. And this was the Moonbeam. We did that one.
Yes.
So
That was
that's
so fun. The three ladies.
tell me a little bit more about
are-
that, yeah.
Okay. The three ladies are Emily, Jill, and Amy, and they're in charge of the awards. Apparently, they're the staff at Moonbeams. Although there are a lot of other staff, the three of them are the leaders of like the book festival, the ceremony.
okay.
Yeah.
Beautiful. And could you maybe talk a little bit about the experience of going to an in-person event like that?
Sure, it's been my dream since I started writing to go to the States and receive an award for my writing. So it was a dream come true for sure.
Okay.
I got to meet a lot of other writers who write in similar genres as I do, and I made 3 friends.
Okay. All right. Cool. Yeah.
Yes.
So, like, that maybe you can kind of go through the day. Like you stayed in a hotel, I guess, right? So you got up, you got dressed. I mean, you look really fancy in your picture,
Thank you,
right?
yes.
So where was it? Yeah. There we go. I mean,
actually-
tell me more about like.
Actually,
yeah.
we did the book festival in the morning,
Okay.
so I got ready for that. And the snow,
Okay. And it was first time seeing snow, right? And it was
Yes.
cold.
very.
Yeah. Okay.
But I liked it a lot.
Okay. Okay.
And after that, the book festival lasted all morning and ended at 2.
Okay.
And I got back to my room and slept for a little bit and got
Took a
dressed
nap?
for the ceremony.
Okay.
Yes.
Beautiful. Beautiful. Beautiful.
Thanks.
Got a couple more pictures, and then yeah.
Sure.
What do we got? Boom.
Aw,
Yeah,
those-
those are the covers of a
Wow,
few
you
of the
did
books.
You did a collage. You pieced them together.
Because I mean, they look related, right?
They are related.
Are they a series? Are they spin-offs? Tell me about these books.
They are companion novels of the Otherworld trilogy.
So that means that like Eric is somebody in the trilogy.
Yeah, apparently didn't read it yet.
No, I read, but I mean like. A lot of people haven't read, right?
Oh,
So I
alright.
want to I want to help you sell books. That's basically what I
Yeah,
want.
sure.
So tell me about these books. I mean,
Yeah,
yeah.
the 3 of them are
Yeah.
characters in the Otherworld trilogy.
Yeah.
I actually have to have another
Yeah.
companion novel
So
that
is
was
it-
not on the screen.
So is
the
it like
screen.
prequels, or is it like after the story takes place after the trilogy, the Outer World trilogy?
Actually, let me find it for a little bit in a
Okay.
jiffy. Yes. Okay. This is the
Helen's
fourth,
Tale.
Yes,
All right, hold on, let me
the
pull that
fourth, novel.
Okay, so that's the other character.
Companion novel that did not get featured on the screen, so I'm showing it on my iPad here.
Okay, so
Yes.
for people, what is a companion novel?
A companion novel is a novel that's related to a series, or usually a series.
Okay.
And it's based on a character who is not a protagonist or a side character.
A sidekick.
Side character, yeah.
Okay, you don't like sidekick.
Side
okay.
character, like
okay.
Harry, Ron, and Hermione
Okay.
from the Harry Potter series. Ron is
Okay.
a side. He's a protagonist, but you could also say side character. He's not a protagonist.
You don't say sidekick, right? You don't
Sidekick. Sidekick means a hero's best friend, the little follower who follows him or her everywhere.
Okay.
And a side character means a minor character, a supporting character from a
Okay.
novel.
Oh, so it's different. Okay.
No,
My bad.
yes, they're different.
Okay. There you go. So these three are all side characters.
I would say they're protagonists, but they're not. Alexandria, which is the main character.
Okay. So you're able to pull them, and when do these take place?
Okay,
Are they after?
Sorry.
Or during, or like, okay, go ahead.
Helen's Tale took place before the trilogy began, and Zach's Tale did too. It took place before Helen's Tale, so that's the first book. If you want to align them according to the dates they took place.
Sure, yeah.
Eric's Tale takes place between In the Name of the Otherworld and Marvels of the Underworld, and Eileen's Tale it takes place after the final book, War of the Chaotic Worlds 2.
Okay. So do you have a favorite character, or are they like all your babies, or what's up?
I like torturing them.
You like torturing them? Okay.
Yeah, me in that sense. I do have a favorite book in the series. I like Marvels of the Underworld the best because it features a variety of different scenes, a lot of different settings.
Mm-hmm.
I also like Helen's Tale the best among the companion novels because
Okay.
it's a psychological horror novel.
Wow.
It's my first attempt at writing a horror novel.
Okay.
And Helen's actually 40 in the book. 40? Yes. If I didn't pronounce that clearly, sorry.
No, you're good.
And it was not easy to put myself in an adult perspective.
In a 40-year-old perspective, yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
And Eric's Tale was also interesting because Eric's a boy, apparently. And I'm not a boy, so
Yeah, of course. Yeah,
I have to
Yeah.
think
Imagine
like
what a
boy.
boy would be thinking.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, boys, we don't think that much, so yeah. We're just like, yeah. Okay, cool.
Zach's Tale was harder
That's the
because
secret.
he's also an adult. He's 35, I think, when the book... 26 when the story takes place.
All right.
And he's a guy too, so that was not easy. But
Okay.
I'm glad I did it.
So before I do the last picture, when do you, okay, sorry.
Yes.
Just reading the comments. Yeah, so when you want to create a book, do you put yourself in the protagonist's shoes and then you create the story, or how does the process work for you?
I used to, but now I've written so many books that it's a bit hard to put myself in the protagonist's shoes.
Okay.
I see myself as a director. I direct these actors. That's your place. You do that later. If you don't do it, well, can't do anything to them. But I see myself as a director.
Okay.
I call myself a director of words. I think that's in these books. About the author. I think I called myself, a director of words and a scientist of multiple genres. 18-year-old Hermione Lee is an award-winning and #1 Amazon best-selling author and cover designer. That's the
Wow. Okay.
first sentence.
That's quite a mouthful. Yeah. Very
Thanks.
cool.
Yeah,
What the hell? Okay. Yeah. Very cool. I got one more picture.
sure.
Let me pull that up.
Oh,
This
yay.
is, I think, one of the newer ones, right? And that's this
that
book?
one.
That's
yeah,
this book,
the
yeah.
one that won.
Yes. Okay. So tell me about it. I mean, yeah.
It was an Amazon bestseller, #1.
Yeah.
It
So what happens when you hit #1? Does
You get-
Amazon be like, hey, money, what's going on?
No.
What happens?
No about the money.
No money.
Unfortunately.
Okay.
You get an orange little flag. Let me see if I can show it.
You have an orange flag that says, hey,
#1.
you're #1, but I'm keeping your money. No. Is that what it's
No,
like?
they don't say they're keeping your money.
No, I know.
But
I'm just
you
joking.
know
I'm
that
joking.
they
I'm
only
joking.
send you a check when you have accumulated $100 on sales.
Okay. Oh, it's like YouTube. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh.
Gotcha.
So let me look for it real quick in a jiffy.
In a jiffy. All
Yes,
right.
I have so many pictures here.
You got a
It's
lot of
hard.
jiffies there. Yeah. All right. Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
True. Where the heck is it? Oh, really? Oh, I found it. Awesome.
You found that.
This
Hold up,
is
let me
the
pull that
first.
up. Let me pull that up.
This is the first month of spring. That's my 6th written novel.
Okay.
It's the 3rd published. It was published before Chaotic Worlds. Yes.
Okay.
And I hit #1.
Where's the flag?
Yes.
Oh, that.
Over
Oh,
here.
that
It
thing.
says
Oh.
#1 new release.
Beauty.
I put it in teen and young adult city and town life ebooks.
Okay.
So it carries that
Awesome.
honor. Yes.
Very cool.
Thank you.
And you said you've had quite a few hit that, right?
Only 3 got #1 before.
That's a
but
lot.
5 were on the Amazon bestsellers list.
Okay.
Yes.
And that's when it starts raining money, right? No? I'm just joking with you. Okay.
It doesn't really rain money for us because it's still we only get a small amount of sales. To be honest.
Gotcha. Yeah, but it's the good thing about like a book is it's there forever, right?
Yes.
So I mean, you can be like 40 and still this book's still selling, which is great.
Yeah.
Right? So you do the work once and you get like ideally you get that residual income that's coming all the time. So that's amazing. It's like putting money in the bank. Hopefully.
Yeah,
right?
I hope so.
I don't know. I don't know anything about books, but I know a little bit about business. So yeah, very cool. Yeah, so that's the last picture. Do you have any like
Okay.
memorable moments from your trip that you were just like, wow, this is a point in my life that I wanted to reach and now I'm hitting it?
Delivering my acceptance speech, I think. The thing is, I didn't draft it, and I just made an immediate speech. Like, I just said anything I thought of, whatever, the first thing that came to my mind.
Okay.
So there was a lot of people that I forgot to thank, and
Of
I was
course.
kicking myself inwardly when I got off stage.
It's so hard to remember. It's so hard, yeah.
Yeah, because
For
I
sure.
technically just read from the acknowledgements here, and I did not write every name, and believe me,
It's very hard
really
to thank
sucked.
everybody, right? Like it's hard to, and the people that really are important and care, they shouldn't be hurt. I mean, if you missed them, right?
I forgot to mention my grandma.
Oh, okay. Well, grandma wasn't
Oh.
happy, I'm sure. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, the next one.
I think I forgot to mention her, right? I even
yeah,
forgot what
yeah.
I said because,
No
like I
problem.
said, it was a media speech. I did
Okay.
not prepare for it.
That's totally cool. I mean, no problem at all. Yeah.
I hope to deliver another speech sooner.
Yeah, of course, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, next time have your speech ready. I mean, but I think sometimes the spontaneous speeches like that are great. Actually, I saw your speech. Your dad shared it with me. Yeah.
Oh my
but
gosh, he
it's
did not
too
tell
late.
me that.
It's too late for me to upload it. So.
No, good.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
nobody
yeah.
will see who I forgot
so
to
no one will
mention.
see it. Yeah. No, I didn't get to upload it because it's too late. Yeah. I
Oh,
got to
well.
like pull stuff down and fool around. But yeah, so that's cool.
Curses can be blessings in disguise.
So back to the Hollywood movie.
Yes.
If there was a Hollywood movie about your story, you, not your books, story of Hermione Lee,
Oh.
who would you want like now? Let's say we're doing it next week. Who would you pick to play you?
I don't know many Asian actresses,
Okay.
so I
Doesn't have to be Asian.
don't know.
Could be anybody. Yeah.
I don't really follow celebrities.
watch movies?
So no,
Okay.
I watch movies.
Okay.
But
Interesting.
nobody comes to my mind because that's a very interesting question you just
Yeah, I'm
proposed.
just curious.
So,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's just a random one, but I thought, yeah.
I thought for my characters who I'd like to
Okay,
portray the
characters. Let's do characters. I mean, you have 50 million books, so let's start with
My
book
mind's
number
drawing a
1.
blank.
Yeah. Let's go within the name of the other world. Who would be?
Oh, I have an answer for that.
There you go. Let's have it.
I would like to have a new actress, someone who's completely
Unknown.
inexperienced at acting.
Okay.
I
And
would
why?
lo-
Why that?
Because I want to find someone who thinks she is plain and ordinary and uninteresting, but she actually is, because that's what Alexandra is like. She's that kind of person.
So, like Alexandra, you wanted to be played by a totally unknown person.
Yes, Eric
Interesting.
too, because they think they're unimportant and ordinary, but they're not.
Okay.
Yes. I would
So
say this
interesting.
because I really like the chance of giving new people chance. Like
Okay.
when Harry Potter was about to be flown into a movie, they had this big audition, nationwide audition.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. And those are, like Harry's probably like in his 30s now, right?
Yes.
And
So cool.
my daughter, we watched them last year and she still loves them, right?
Me
so it's like,
too.
yeah, exactly, right? So that's the cool thing about like books or a movie. They will outlast us, right? Like in 100 years, people will still be
Yeah.
reading Harry Potter. People will still be reading your stuff, which is really cool.
I hope so, but
Yeah.
I have to be famous.
But you got to
enough
get
first.
out there and be like, hey, you got to like Sales get a little salesy, right? Yeah.
Yes, marketing.
Marketing's so big,
I really
yeah.
feel guilty when I market my book, ask people to buy my books. I'm like,
Don't feel guilty.
What the heck am I doing?
You know what it is because, you're young, so you will probably feel like that, but you have to eventually, you got to do it. It's good for you.
You see, I don't like promoting myself at all. I'm very low profile. I want to be a recluse when I grow up.
Yeah, but it's hard. It's hard.
Yes.
You can do the recluse after everyone buys your book.
Yes.
Okay, you got to make a deal with me.
And I abandoned.
Sell the books, and then you can be a recluse. Yeah.
I abandoned social media yesterday. I left Twitter and Instagram, not because of the Musk thing, although I think at this time period, a lot
Tell
of
me
people
about that. Okay.
Not because of him. I never liked Twitter much because the character limit, they limit how many letters you type.
Oh, you like writing books, and they give you little chunks, and you're like, no, I don't like it. Okay, that makes sense.
No, I don't
That
like
makes sense.
And you can't edit your post without deleting it, which really sucks. So
I didn't even know that. I barely
bye-bye.
used it. Okay.
And I heard that a lot of friends are leaving Twitter too, so I decided
Because of Elon Musk.
maybe I
Some
can't
of them?
speak for them.
Okay, I have no idea. I don't even
Yeah, I
follow
don't
that
know.
much. I just know he bought
Oh.
it. Yeah, I do.
I'm not a big fan
Yeah.
of celebrity drama, so I don't know much about
Yeah,
the
me neither.
Musk takeover thing.
Okay.
Yeah. I
I
like Instagram too.
have like a very small thing that I like. So, I mean, somebody buys this, somebody buys that. I don't really care. But yeah. So Instagram, but that Instagram it's a pretty big one to leave. So tell me about why Instagram.
I never got started on Instagram, so
Okay.
it didn't make me feel really bad about leaving.
Okay, but you're on Facebook, right?
Always.
If anybody wants to find Hermione, her business Facebook page is down in the description below. Yes. So one quick question here from
Yes.
one of the comments is, do you ever get writer's block? What's your solution to overcome it? I mean, you got like 15
Yes.
books a year, so do you get writer's block? Go ahead. Yeah.
I want to repeat an answer. I asked this same question to, I asked a very famous author this question a couple months ago. Her name is Jodi Picoult. She's an American author. She wrote My Sister's Keeper. And she gave me a really good reply that I will repeat because it applies to me.
Good,
She
go
said
for it.
there's no writer's block, only lack of motivation. And I think that's like the wisest thing I've ever heard from a fellow author.
Okay. Lack of
I agree.
motivation.
As long
no.
as you have a plan, an idea, you know what you're going to write, you break your novel into 10 chapters. I'm doing 10 like for the past few books because it's an easy number to calculate, like how many words I want for this chapter, that chapter.
Yeah.
And I break every chapter into sections. Like for the next 1,000 words, our characters are going to talk. For the next 500 words, they're going to see how nice it is around the park.
Okay.
And I will spend 500 words describing what they see, what they hear, the
Interesting.
5 senses. So there is no writer's block. Only a lack of time, lack of motivation, lack of
Interesting. Okay.
that.
So if people right now are looking to find you, no more Twitter, no more Instagram, what should they do? Just Facebook, or do you have a
Please
website?
go to Facebook.
Okay,
Thank you
okay.
very much.
Just Facebook, okay.
I'm abandoning my website too, I think, because I don't like to update my stuff, and I have a lot to update because the last time I was on it was in March.
You just gotta outsource it. Do you have like? We'll talk about this after. Yeah. So
Yeah.
definitely you can outsource that, and you can have like a super simple thing. Have you ever heard of something called Substack? I'll talk to you about it
No.
after. Anyway, it's
Yeah.
amazing. But anyways, we're just over an hour already. So do you?
Whoa.
Time flies, right? Isn't it
Yeah,
crazy?
it does.
So do you have anything you want to add before we cut it and go sit down and have dinner or something?
Okay, let's see. I'd like to show some of my covers.
Sure,
I think
yeah.
the cover thing for a bit.
Let's do it. Okay, let's do it. Let's do the covers. Yeah.
1 hour.
Let's do it. Yeah, we've got it. We've got time for
Design a lot
covers.
of covers.
So-
Fun covers.
So what inspires you to make a cover?
I have an idea and I go and do it. Actually,
Okay.
it's not really hard because I purchase pictures from Shutterstock.
Okay.
And
Do you make them on Photoshop or something yourself, or?
I make them on PizApp, P-I-Z-A-P. It's a
Okay,
nice
okay.
app, easy to use on my iPad.
Okay.
Let's see. Yeah, I don't think it's. This is the release, the book I'm going to release. That's going to be released next week.
Beautiful. Okay, and that's book number.
4.
Okay, but I mean total for you.
This is the 4th.
The 4th one. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Cool. Looks great.
I mean, the fourth one I've written. I think this should be the 8th one published.
Okay, that makes sense. Okay, beautiful. Do you have any other covers you want to share?
A lot.
A lot.
This is the first buds of spring.
Okay, very cool. I love it. Looks good.
It's
Looks
a
good.
romance novel. And another thing I've
Romance novel.
been trying
okay.
is to expand to different genres. I've written a good many romances, although I've never been in love before. And
How does that
I've-
work? Out of curiosity, if you've I'm out of curiosity. Yeah.
None of us have ever flown on a dragon or cast a spell before, but
Sure.
why are there so many fantasy authors? I think we just have to imagine and not let our experiences limit us.
It's a good answer.
Thank you.
Okay. Yeah.
I don't think authors experience more. We think and feel more from what we experience.
Okay. Sounds great.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Need to snatch in some words of wisdom.
Yeah. Of course, you gotta have them. Yeah.
Eric's Tale, I think everyone knows
It's the one
this.
that's the one we were looking at earlier.
Yep.
Eric's Tale. Yep. Yeah.
Zach's
Jack's Tale. Zach. Sorry. Yeah.
Oh yeah, Zach. The thing with okay, good.
Yeah. I don't know why it's
Wh-
it won't
was it
do
doing-
that on here.
okay,
It's fine. I don't.
good.
That TV's bugging today. I don't know why.
Eileen's?
Yeah. Okay.
Yes.
Very cool.
Again, we've done it. This is
No,
part
you're
of
good.
the
You're
forest. I tried to submit this for a cover contest. Results coming next month.
good. Beautiful.
I hope I'll get something nice. This is the book.
Okay. So don't forget to follow author Hermione Lee. Link is in the description. Yeah. Very
Where
cool.
the Magic Lies.
Okay.
The Lost Siren. I really like this. It's
It's still
backing
going.
out.
It's still going. Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
The camera's there.
I
Yeah.
like this cover a lot. It's my favorite cover.
Okay. Cool.
Within the Walls.
Within the oh my gosh, there's
beta
so many.
reader is going through it right now.
Okay. Okay.
Not Candace, another called Cheryl.
Okay.
Cheryl, sorry.
So
She's one of my best friends too.
Are these all these characters, are they based on real life people, or it's just like boom, you had a dream and there's this person, or how do you find these people?
I used to
Like
base
create.
them on real people, as
Okay.
in the name of the other world.
Mhm,
But
I know that. Yeah.
in these newer books, I just imagine them.
Okay. Wow. Okay.
They come out from my imagination.
Yeah.
A Gathering of Tales.
Okay.
My beta readership is very homosexual,
Okay. Okay.
very lesbian.
Okay. Okay.
But yeah, that's fine. That's great. I'll go with that genre. Sure.
Once upon
I
a
like
time in
branching
Wonderland.
out.
Awesome.
This Once Upon a Time in Wonderland, very political read.
Okay.
It's very it's about the Queen of Hearts from Alice in Wonderland.
Gotcha.
And I told the story from her perspective, how
Ah.
she became evil.
Okay, that's pretty cool. Okay. Yeah.
Yes,
Very cool.
very political read. I have to
Oh.
stress.
Okay. 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 That's awesome. All right.
Where the Darkness Lies.
That's the one we were showing earlier, right? Yeah. Very cool. Very cool.
Snowfall. I hope to start this in December.
So you have the cover before you started it. Okay.
I have loads of
Interesting.
covers.
Okay.
I have about
Oh man.
84
Okay.
covers here.
Wow, that's a lot. Okay.
Yeah, that's a lot. This is supposed to be my 18th project. It's called Stars. You can still see the Shutterstock here because I have not purchased it
No
yet.
problem. No problem. Yeah.
Yeah, Stars, Clouds, and Shadows.
Very cool.
It should be a romance, paranormal romance,
Very cool.
about a love story between a demon and an angel.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So let's show a couple more and then yeah. We don't have to see 85, right? Yeah, like that's cool, but yeah.
I could still
Pick a couple
show
favorites. Pick a couple,
lot
yeah.
more.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
They're all pretty interesting. Which one should I pick? Oh, I like this one a lot. It's called Serenade. It should be a horror novel.
Awesome. A horror novel. Okay. Okay.
I mean, it
Okay.
should be.
Okay.
Let's see. Ungifted.
Very cool. Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, the covers are good.
Oh, I have a lot more. Wow.
I know you do. I know
would
you
love
do.
to show all of them. Gateway
Yeah.
to Heaven.
Yeah,
This
yeah,
one,
Gateway to Heaven.
it's a fun book because it's actually a book the main character of this book wrote.
Oh,
Yes.
wow. It's like Inception, like a book inside a book. No.
I'm going to say that I wrote it for her. So
Okay. All right.
because a reader said he wanted that book to be a real thing, the Gateway to Heaven thing. And I was like, I was not expecting that. It was just a random title that popped into my head.
Gotcha.
Someone's interested, so I have to write it.
Awesome.
Yes. Let me see what else I can show everyone. I like this one a lot too. Out of the Blue. I think it should be a mermaid story, although Lost Siren is also a mermaid story.
Okay. Very cool.
Yeah.
Very cool. Well, I actually know you're hungry, right? I know you want to get some dinner before we, because the kitchen will close up pretty soon.
Oh.
So I want to make sure you get your food in.
Sure.
But yeah, I mean, I it's amazing. I can't believe that the last time we chatted, it was one
1 year ago.
book, like 1 year ago. But it's like you had one book, you were working on a bunch, and now from then till now, you've got like 8 published, right? Or
Yes.
15 total. Like that's pretty unbelievable. So
Oh, and I have
Keep
to
it
add
up.
that.
Yeah.
Whoopsie, what's going on?
yeah, I don't know what's wrong with it, but yeah,
Okay.
it doesn't matter because it's still recording. Yeah.
Okay, I
Yeah.
am reaching 1 million words
Wow. Amazing.
next week, I think.
Oh
Thank
wow,
you.
that's good. Do you have like a counter or something
I have
Yeah.
to tally up myself.
Oh, wow.
You're using the calculator.
sitting there? Okay, very cool. Very cool. Well, do you have anything you wanna add before we cut it? What do you think?
Okay, thank you again for inviting me.
Oh, no problem. Yeah.
I feel that I haven't spoken enough.
No, it's all good. We can do it again sometime. Yeah, it doesn't have to be a
Yeah,
year.
sure.
Like I think you've always got so many awesome topics to talk about, and yeah, very cool.
Yeah,
Just
I was going to say something, but I forgot. I keep forgetting what I'm about to say.
no problem. It's all good. I know that you rushed it out from Shinju, so it's kind of a long one. Yeah.
Oh,
but
I can-
I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I tend to explore more topics in my new books. I like to reflect and mirror some social issues in fiction. I know
Okay.
a lot of people look down on fiction because they think it's all fantasy. It's not real. But the thing is, fantasy, there's fiction in fact and fiction.
Okay. Makes
So
sense.
I hinted at racism in The First Buds of Spring.
Yeah.
And what else? The topic of innocence, childhood innocence, and sibling rivalry in Heart of the Forest. And I
Okay.
really hope my readers can pick that up.
Very cool.
Yes.
I love it. So if people want to purchase these books, they should contact. If they're in Taiwan, do they still need to buy them from Amazon, or
If they're checking out my newer ones, self-published ones, they will have to go to Amazon.
okay?
Yes.
But if they're in Taiwan and they want to buy one of the original trilogy, is there somewhere? I know there was before. I don't know. Is that still a thing? Like books.com? Is
It is.
okay? So
it's still on there.
books.com.tw
Yes.
or okay, you got to tell people where to buy them or else they're not
Yes.
going to know, right? So
Books.com.tw.
books.com.tw, search for Hermione Lee, right?
Yes.
Okay, beautiful. Awesome. Thank you so
Thank
much for
you so
coming. I really
much.
enjoyed chatting with you, and I
Me
really
too.
think that a lot of people will love it. And I think don't give up on marketing because I know it's not the most fun thing.
Yeah, I
But
know.
people they have to know that there's an amazing book out there, right? If they don't know, they can't buy it, right?
Yes.
Yes,
that's
like
true.
anything, right? For sure. Beautiful. Awesome. Thank you
Thanks.
guys for watching, and
Thank
we'll
you.
catch you guys next week. All right. Bye-bye.